Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Fix This House. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing you my method on how I cut around vinyl plank flooring around ventilation duct. So stay tuned. So once again friends, thank you so much for tuning in once again. If you're new to the channel, please consider pressing that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do on this channel. Now, as you can see, I've been installing vinyl plank flooring inside my bathroom, so stay tuned. Check out my other videos that I did when I installed the vinyl plank flooring around the toilet area. Now I'm reaching up to the ventilation duct. As you can see, I'm stair-stepping everything because I will eventually be putting vinyl plank flooring inside my washer and dryer room. That we gotta go through this door area first. The vinyl plank flooring will eventually cover both the door opening sides and reaching out all the way to the ventilation duct. If you can do this in one piece, even better, but if you can't, you will just have to stagger it like this. But in this case, I'm very fortunate that I can do it into one piece. So the very first thing that you need to do is measure the door frame. Place it against the door frame. You can measure it or you can just put it against the door frame and you can just mark out where the cutout is going to be. As you can see here, I am just measuring out where the cutout is. Make sure that you at least cut out 1/8 of an inch on each side of your marking. Now I'm measuring how far the distance is from the door frame up to the existing vinyl plank, and I'm just measuring it using my square. And now where I'm going to be cutting, I'm just going to place an X just so that I don't get confused and erase the remaining marks. Now using your jigsaw, again, all the tools I use on this video, I'll leave it on the description down below so it can make it easier for you to find all the tools that I use throughout this video. You can use the jigsaw all the way to cut it, but this is an easier method and faster way. I just use an adjustable wrench just to pop that edge off and then cut off the rest with my box knife. Now that if it sits perfectly fine, I use this chalk so that I can draw the surroundings of the vent. As you can see here, I am just placing the chalk mark around the opening of the vent duct. Make sure that you apply a nice amount of chalk on there, and then again temporarily just place your vinyl plank flooring just like how you're gonna be installing it. And then after that you've put those two planks in place, just give it a good tap so that that marking that you did with your chalk will imprint onto the back of this vinyl plank floor. Now, as you can see, after you flip it around, that imprint should stay on the back of your vinyl plank floor. Now, the next step is you're just going to have to fine tune those lines. Again, I'm using a silver Sharpie just because it shows up better on the black background. I'm using my square just so that I can align all those lines a lot straighter, using some scrap pieces of the vinyl plank flooring to connect those lines, giving it a clean cut mark. Now I'm just drilling right through just so that I can have an initial mark so that I can start off my jigsaw, and then I'm just cutting along the line that I made. And now that you have a nice cutout right there, simple as that, now you can place it over the vent duct. That's pretty much it. Very easy, very simple. And then after that, just do your initial tap to connect those plank flooring. Now the vent duct that I got here, I got from Lowe's, is a 12x4 vent duct cover, and I really like this because it has that modern look to it, and yet it has that easy flip up and down to open the vent. Now I'm measuring the rest of the remaining piece, scoring the top of the vinyl plank, and as you flip it over, you can just slowly snap it like that, just like cutting drywall, but it's fairly easy as well. And then just tap the two ends to connect them. And with your pull bar, just tap to snap those two in place. Now the remainder of the vinyl plank flooring on the edge, this one I will be using some scrap pieces. Again, score the top with your box knife and then flip it over. Again, I'm using my adjustable wrench to snap this off. Again, if you want to use this method, you got to be really careful. You don't want to chip the ends. You don't want to put too much force. This will crack the connections if you're not careful. So just be very careful. Again, I'm not too worried about this, even though if there's tiny little chips on it, it is going to be the edge. It's not going to be seen because baseboard will pretty much cover this once I'm done painting the walls. So as you can see here, the walls haven't been painted yet because I will still need to clean it up, and then I will install those baseboards. It's very wise to put like a scrap piece at the end, especially if you're cutting on top of your already installed vinyl plank, because again, after you might slip and you might cut your existing one. So always put something underneath so that you can protect the ones that you've already installed. Now if you're interested in how to install vinyl plank flooring, I did a step-by-step video on this. I'll leave it on the link on the top right. Click on that link and I'll show you how I install vinyl plank flooring. It's a very easy process to do. So this final piece should be very easy to install now. All you gotta do is repeat the same process as you did before. Use your pull bar and tap along the edge to connect it. And finally, after you're done, place your vent cover. And easy as that. Again, friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell if you found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos on vinyl plank flooring install. Again, I'll be coming out with a video on how to install vinyl plank flooring inside your bathroom and around your toilets. If you haven't seen that video yet, I did make a video on that on my last video on how to install vinyl plank flooring around your toilet. Again, thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much, friends.